Guten Tag, Deutsch 2. Hier ist ein Video für euch über Perfekt. Here's a video for you about perfect, the perfect tense to be exact. We're going to learn how to be perfect. All right. Bad joke. Okay, so did you know that we have a tense in English called the present perfect? Okay. Yeah. So when you say, I have gone to the store, you are using present perfect because it's present tense. I have gone. It's kind of weird. Anyway, um, we never say that. Okay, that seems like a British thing to say. I have gone to the store and I have bought some chips and some Coke, and I have eaten all of them and drank. I have drunk all of them. I have eaten and drunk all of them. Okay. Whoa. All right. We never say that. Um, Okay. Instead, we say, I went to the store and I bought those things and I ate and I drank them. So, not have eaten, but ate. Not have drunk, but drank. Not have gone, but went. Okay. And not have bought, but I just bought. Okay. So, notice the perfect is a two-word past, and this other form of the past that we use most often in English, it's called the preterite, or I think there's another word for it. Anyway, that's what we use most often in English, the one-word past. But the thing is, in German, they use the two-word past most often. So that's what we're going to learn. Okay. All right. Now, let me just show you what I have here on our upcoming. Okay, you might not see this anymore, but these are here. There's a choice board, and then there's a practice quiz, and then we've got some practice activities. All right. So really, there's like 3 steps to being able to speak in German in the past tense. At least 3. Okay. Let me go to the choice board. Oops, I have that. Sorry. No, go back. There's a choice board. Okay. So first of all, here's a Quizlet that just tells you what these verbs are. Okay, you have to learn a list of actions like to go, to buy, to drink, to eat. Okay, so here's a list here, right? Some of the verbs that we've been looking at: to go and get, to visit, to wrap, to chill, to express your thanks, to look at or watch, to relax, right? You recognize these. So you've got to know what these mean. Okay. And you've got to, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. That's the first step. And so on our choice board, there's a Quizlet where you learn the vocabulary. All of these green ones actually deal with just learning what the words mean. All right. Here's a Gim kit. Okay. And here's where you can do a crossword puzzle and conjugamus, or you could do a single player game like matching or splat or connect 4. Okay, and conjugamus. So those just all help you learn what this means. Those words mean. Okay, first thing you got to do. Okay, now the second thing you got to do is get real comfortable with the verb have. Okay, here it is. I wrote this on the board. Ich habe, du hast, sie, es hat. Wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben. Because that's our helping verb. All right. And I've said in class, and I'm going to say this again, it's really just kind of a filler. It doesn't mean anything. It certainly doesn't mean you have something. It's just like, just holds the place there. So you say, I have, okay, in German, and then, and then the action, the thing that you're going to do in the past tense, the thing that you did, actually goes way at the end of the sentence. So in German, when you form the past tense, you say, I have to the store last Tuesday after work gone. Yes, they like to leave us in suspense. They keep the action until the very end. I have at the store Coke and chips and some toilet paper and bottled water and chocolate and crackers bought. Yes. Okay. Um, you save the action until the very end. All right. So the second thing you need to know is word order. Um, yeah. So you start with an action, or not an action. I'm sorry. You start with a person, the people doing the action in like a regular sense. It's regular word order. Um, and then the second thing is this helper holder verb, habe, in our case right now, or some form of haben that goes with that subject. And then you put in everything else, what you, any objects like the thing you bought or the thing that you ate, where, when, how, why. And then at the very end, you have your action. Okay. All right. And then finally, the last thing you need to know is the the form of the verb, because we don't use these here that I've just highlighted in blue. Okay, we've got to change it into this weird past form, and it's called the participle, is the word for it, participle. That's actually an English word. So when you say, I have bought, bought is the participle of buy. Okay, I have thought. Okay, participle of think. It's interesting when you have a word like drink, right? Drink, I drink, I drank, I have drunk. Okay, drunk is the participle of drink. Drank is the one word past form, right? The preterite form. Um, all right, so in English, we just put an ed on the end of a verb for regular verbs, for like the normal thing you do. I work, I worked, I have worked. Okay. And usually the one word and the two word forms are the same in English, right? I work, I worked, I have worked. I play, I played, I have played. Okay. Add an ed, done. If only it were so easy, right? In German, you've got to take this verb here. Okay. And let's think about these verbs. You've got verbs are like two parts. This en on the end is just kind of a holder. It's the dictionary form of the verb, right? So holen, to go grab or get. When you put it in a sentence, you get rid of this en and you say he. If you want to say he goes and gets an apple, holt, right? If you want to say I, you add something else. Hole, ich hole. If you want to say y'all are going to go grab an apple. Ihr holt. Whoops. Okay. When you use it, that en goes away, right? So a verb is made up of a stem and then this en. Okay. That's important when we form these participles. Okay. So we're going to take that stem, hol, or besuch, or einpacken. Okay, the verb without the en, chill. Okay, bedank. Okay, and you can go all the way down. Just everything except the en. Anschau. Right, relax. Okay, so you take that. That's called the stem of the verb. And then for regular verbs, okay, the ones that no frills. Okay, there are thousands and thousands of German verbs like this. You just add. Okay, I'm going to do it to this one up here. You get rid of that en, you add a ge to the front, and you add a t to the end. Geholt. Okay, another one like that is ge to the front, t. Okay, gechillt. All right, how about machen? Okay, this should be bold. We add a g to the front and a t there. Gemacht. There you go. So that's how you form those. Those are regular. Okay. Geholt, gechillt, gemacht. Okay. Why didn't I do any of these other ones? Why didn't I just go straight down? Well, we got some weird ones here. Remember we talked about this. If, yeah, for review. Let me just go over these. So there are two variations for this. Okay, so here it says, let me pull this down there. Yeah, this is the regular form here. GE plus stem of the verb plus T. That's what we just did. The variations. Okay, sometimes the GE goes in between a prefix and the main part of the verb. Like, look at this verb, einpacken, to pack in. Remember when we use this in a sentence, like I packed or wrapped, you would say, ich packe ein Geschenk ein. I'm wrapping a gift. Ich packe ein. The ein goes to the end, the same with the aus here, the same with the an here, and the same, here's ein again, okay? So, whoops, I had that one twice then. Okay. So what you do is instead of putting the GE in the front, you put it in between the prefix and the main part of the verb. Eingepackt. Eingepackt. Angeschaut. Ausgepackt. There we go. All right, that takes care of a number of these verbs. Okay, here they are. Eingepackt, aufgemacht, angeschaut. And again, like I was talking about earlier, you have this helping verb, some form of haben. So you say, like if I want to say I packed, I would say ich. And then let's put in our holder here, habe. Okay, that means we're in the past tense here, ich habe. And then you put in everything. I wrapped. Okay, I wrapped presents. And I wrapped, what else could I wrap? I wrapped presents. I wrapped a present for my mother and a present for my brother and a present for my dog. Okay. Ich habe ein Geschenk für meine Mutter, ein Geschenk für meinen Hund und ein Geschenk für what did I say, my brother? Meinen Bruder. And then we need our form here, eingepackt. There. Perfect sentence. I wrapped up all those gifts. Okay. Okay. So now let's go down to this variation here. All right. When we just drop the GE, we don't even put the GE on. So this happens when you have words that have something very similar to the GE sound on the front of them. So let me see if I want to do this. Here we go. There. I'm going to make them red. Anything that's a BE or an RE. Okay. Those are too similar to GE, and it just sounds a little goofy to say gerelaxt, gebedankt, gebesucht. Okay, so instead, they just say, well, forget about the GE. We're just going to say, ich habe, I visited, ich habe meine Oma besucht. Okay. You still put that T on the end, but now you don't need a GE. You just go with the BE, and you're good to go. All right, same here. I expressed my thanks. Ich habe mich bedankt. There you go. I expressed my thanks. I relaxed at the pool. Ich habe am Pool relaxed. Okay. All right, now we have everything except, this one's bold. We got that one. We haven't discussed trainieren. Okay. So we've got relaxed, besucht, bedankt. Trainieren falls into a category of verbs that end in I-E-R-E-N, ieren, the ieren sound. There's a group of them. It's like a common suffix. And when you see the ieren, there's no real explanation for this. But for some, they just don't add a GE to those at all. Okay, so if you want to say I trained or practiced, you would say ich habe für Volleyball trainiert. Or ich habe Volleyball trainiert. There, I practiced volleyball. Ich habe Volleyball trainiert. Okay. So that's something. I guess maybe I'll just make this red. All right, there's a few rules that go with that. But anyway, the big one is no GE. Okay. So now we've covered how you form the past tense and a couple of variations. All right, I'm going to just type a sentence in for you here so you can see an example. Ich habe Geschenke für meine Familie eingepackt. Frohe Weihnachten. Merry Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to start here. That was I wrapped. Let's see. I wrapped presents for my family. I'm also going to say ich habe Geschenke gekauft because I got to buy them first. Gekauft comes from kaufen, to buy, regular verb there. Ich habe Geschenke. You know what? I'm going to go get gifts. That's what I'm going to do. Geholt. I went and got those gifts and then I wrapped them for my family. Ich habe Geschenke geholt. Ich habe Geschenke für meine Familie eingepackt. Okay. This means I went and got gifts and then I packed gifts. All right. So to review, to kind of sum up, where we use the one word past in English, I went and I got and I wrapped. They use the two word past in German most often. Ich habe geholt, ich habe eingepackt. Okay. And there's a different word order. They don't line up their verbs all together like we do. They put their action all the way at the end of the sentence, and they use like a holder helping verb, right where we would have our regular verbs, right? So you've got to separate that verb and put it way at the end. All right. Okay, and again, we were using forms of haben. Now, I want to get really good at this, at these rules of the past. I want you all to get really good at this variation of the past. And then I'm going to throw you a curveball. I'm going to throw you another part of this. And that is there's another helping verb that they sometimes use to make the past tense. But let's stick with haben for right now to make it easy. And what you need to do is, first of all, do your choice board so you can learn what the verbs are. Okay, to go get, holen. To buy, well, buy is not on there, but to wrap and unwrap, einpacken, auspacken. Okay, learn those. That's the green stuff. And then the yellow stuff is these different forms of the past tense, like geholt and eingepackt and gemacht. Okay, that's what the yellow ones are. So get really good at those, and then you can go into Schoology and try out these two exercises. Okay, let me take a look. Let me show you this one. Preview. All right. Okay, it says read the subject and verb in English below and write the German translation in the perfect tense. Okay, type the subject, helping verb, and the past participle of the verb. So we visited. Okay, wir. Okay, and then we say visited in English, but in German you need the two. Okay, you need your form of have, haben. Okay, it goes with visited. So if you need to, you can look at this chart here. Okay, so wir haben, we have. And then we need our form of to visit. Okay, visit is besuchen, and it has a BE, so it's going to be just besucht. Wir haben besucht. Okay, yes. Okay, so just type those in, and that's we visited in English. Wir haben besucht. Okay, notice I don't have anything else in these sentences to kind of get in between haben and besucht. We're just going to have subject and verb. So you don't have to worry about the word order. There's nothing that goes all the way to the end because it's already there. There's nothing else in the sentence. Okay? All right, give those a try. There are 11 of them. And then, see how you do. You can do this a couple of times and then try. Come on. There we go. This last one. This is the practice project. This is what you're going to do as for a project grade, for a major summative grade, is you're going to get the word order right now. So let me show you. All right. Look at the English sentence and the German words below. Here's you got a whole bunch of words. Select from the words in the word bank, that's your word bank, to form a correct German translation. Make sure the words are in the correct order. Okay. Make sure your helping verb is in the second blank. That's this one right here. Helping verbs here. Some form of haben is going here. Hint, hint, hint. And your past participle, your GE form, sometimes GE form, is in the last blank of the sentence. That's going here. Okay. So that means we have two other blanks I haven't mentioned. This one and this one. This blank is where your subject goes, the person you're talking about, the person doing the action. Okay, here I decorated, so it's ich. Okay, let me just go ahead and write that in there. We're gonna, oh, look here, it's ich. Okay, and then we need a form of haben here, right? Hab. Okay, and then we need the verb all the way over here. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, and we're going to decorate. Okay, but this is the past tense. So schmücken, I see there's the present tense. Schmücken, we don't want that. We want the past. We're going to go with, we have geschmückt. We have just schmücken and geschmückt. Well, guess what? Process of elimination here. Geschmückt. All right, and then what goes in here? Ich habe the door of my bedroom for Valentine's Day decorated. Okay, what goes in here? Nothing. This is a little bit of a tease. This is going to make you try. Some people think, wait a minute, I put decorated in here. No, you don't. It goes to the end. So this is blank. In every single one of these, the blank, this blank after your verb, this is blank. The blank is blank. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Ich habe die Tür von meinem Schlafzimmer für Valentinstag geschmückt. Okay, that's how you do that. All right. Now, that's all I have to present. That'll get us toward a project grade. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want me to go through some of these in person. All right. Mach's gut. Tschüss.